Hello! It's ConviBoon here once again for another Let's Play Minecraft. And, you may notice that, my voice isn't exactly in sync with my movements in-game. Allow me to explain why. You see, I did actually do a recording live whilst playing this, but due to technical difficulties, Audacity decided to replace the entire 15 minutes or so of my file with nothing. The file, for some reason, has gone. It may have been my fault for naming the rehashed version where I improved the audio and changed the quality as the same name as the other file, therefore replacing it as disk entry full, as it says. So, we're going to, sadly, due to me being an unprofessional prick, we're going to have to deal with me doing a little voiceover of my, of this episode. Now, don't worry, everything's fine for the episodes to come. I haven't messed up episode 4, which I've, spoilers, I've already recorded. And as I promised in the last part, I said I was going to be building a house off camera, and I have done exactly that, as you've noticed. And you may have noticed that weird skeleton who decided to come and say hello in my house and, well, decided to pay a visit. So yes, this house is a lot better now. I was also thinking about building a library with the spruce wood down on the bottom part of the floor. So that would be also rather eventful. Also, another spoiler, I get killed, somewhere along the line again, and guess what I get killed by? If you guess creepers, you're a genius. Sarcasm is intended, because clearly you will all know that me and creepers have a massive, what it appears to be a rivalry of sorts. For some reason we just seem to be going at it all the time. But, a lot of good things happened to me in this episode as well, so we wouldn't have to worry too much. Everything should be fine. One thing I don't really like, though, is that I've got to do this, you know, sadly due to technical difficulties and me naming the file the wrong name or something silly like that. Audacity decided to mess up the voice file, which means you won't get my live reaction to what I was doing. Generally, it doesn't matter, though, because I've done this before. I've had to do it for my Sonic Let's Play, and actually during that one I preferred to do it, you know, post-recording, because it's more like a commentary, it's more like a review, and I tend to like that sort of journalistic aspect of reviewing. But with Minecraft, I really want to do it live, like I have been, because then you get my reaction, you know, you get how silly, how awkward I'm being when I'm playing the game, like we have done with my house exploding and everything else. So, yeah, generally, it's generally good, and I'm glad. Kind of, wanting to, do some more Let's Plays. I mean, I've already recorded 2 episodes this morning of Minecraft, and I really want to, you know, just keep doing this series, because it's just so much fun. Even if I'm not getting that viewed much, it's still fun to do this, and I would plan to keep on doing this regardless of how much views I get. I just wish I could be doing this live right now, but, you know, God, you know, silly little technology. We've all had that moment where technology kicks us in the face. We've all had it. And I'm just being so royal by just sitting here drinking a cup of tea. And yes, it's stereotypical, I know. An English guy drinking a cup of tea, I know, right? Anyway, let's pay attention to me of the past. So as you can see, I'm collecting a lot of sugar canes because they'll be important for making books. Which the 2 objectives I have are enchantment table and nether, to the nether. And you can see how happy you would have seen how happy I was when I got here, because my intention to coming to the desert, excuse me, was to find a desert temple, and I so happily find one that I'm overjoyed. I love these temples. I don't know if I like the jungle temples more, but these ones are amazing. I love these ones so much. They're just so fun. And not to mention we get this lovely little like perch of coal outside as well. Yeah, and it's really good, to be honest, to find this after all my deaths that I've experienced in the past. And I think this has obviously been noted by a lot. I'll just remind people who don't know. Mining coal, smelting ore, smelting, I think, well, anything really, will give you a teeny bit of experience points, which is very handy. So it's easier to get levels now. And here we are in the center of the temple. What I did here was I'd cut this off just to show people, like, you know, not what to do, because that's the worst thing to do, is think, oh, cool, goody, treasure, and jump down into the crevice below. Now, I'm reminded about something, since I believe the Hunger Games servers have updated to 1.3. They're the ones that play with that. They play on random maps. They don't play on the survival game maps that forgot the author made, but you know, he's made 3 of them. As you can see, we've already found diamond. I do take it, but then I think, no, this is too early to find diamond. Blame my obsessive compulsive disorder for being like, no, I can't have the diamond. I must take the diamond back because I'm a bit stingy. I have to find the diamond as like when I'm like later on in the game, like it's been so and so many hours into the game. I have to find diamond then. I can't find it early. But yes, I decided to leave the diamond there for the time being, and I decided if I ever need it when I get my obsidian, and a book, I will make it. I will come back here for the diamond, and then see about using it then. Luckily, we found some wool, which means I could also make a bed, because that's the one thing I've been needing the most. Beds is probably the biggest thing I need, because that's mainly the cause of my death a lot. I tend to just be a bit silly, and I don't, you know, I don't think things through, which I haven't been doing so for a while. The only thing I've really done productive is generally in off-camera making the new house and trying to get myself slightly defended. The second one was finding the temple, like you just saw, and the third one will happen in episode 4, and I won't be giving you any spoilers to it, but yeah, I find even more stuff. And this time I let my obsessive compulsions live and let die and just pick it all up. So, you know, it's pretty good. I'm quite happy with this Let's Play so far. And I think, as much as it pains me to be recording post-record, I don't mind. Because I tend to act a bit more like normal when I'm not recording live. Because when you're recording live, you get that urge to be... I don't know what word I'd use, but, you know, you tend to act a bit different when you're doing a live recording, because you're trying to act like you're talking to someone when you're all on your own. Whereas with me just sitting around here like a pillow, sort of just talking about what I did, it's generally fine as well. Right. You see that there's a wolf here. I was going to tame it, but I generally don't bother with them. One thing is, again, this is me just being a bit of a nitpicker. I don't like it when the wolves, like, just stalk me on end, because if I get them to sit, which I usually do, they will sometimes just end up following me again. It happened on one of my recent 1.2.5 worlds. I had a beach house somewhere located far away, left the dog there, and whenever I come towards the village that was nearby the beach house, the dog would just show up, when he was always in a sitting down position. And then I finally, happily, give myself a bed, which I will painstakingly put down. I tried to right-click it, thinking it will help me spawn there, but little do I know, later on, it does not help. At all. But regardless of that, this is where I start going mining for the first time. There's a small little, like, ditch here with this massive chasm deep, 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 deep down. So, I find a reasonable amount of stuff down here. It's not too bad. Yeah, it's quite a deep drop. So I'm just preparing myself for the inevitable end. Like I said, something bad does happen to me later, but not everything goes to waste. And like I said, it does all turn out good in the end, especially in the next episode. You know, no spoilers there. You'll be happy to know. Once again, I've got to build myself down, find some iron. Well, we've already got iron anyway, thanks to the desert temple. Generally, I don't know. There's not much to say when watching yourself play. I'm not sure if I'm the only one who's thought that, but if you ever have the problem of wanting to just do post-recordings, have you ever just sat there and think, why did I do that in game? Why did I say that? I generally, like, I don't know why, I tend to just be, like, very repetitive with myself when I'm doing commentary. It's like, I'll sit there and think, yeah, why did I do that? Even with post-recordings, I will sort of laugh at myself. You know, it's something that I can't really, it's something I can't really explain too well. Like I said I think I said it in one of the previous parts, I'm not very good at focusing, and I'm not very good at, like, making sense at all. Like, I sound a bit like an idiot. So, as we move on, you'll see that I'm trying to plug up this lava, but to no avail. It's not going away at all. I tried to plug this up as much as I could with the materials I had, and it did nothing, which was useless. And now there's, like, lovely little patches of sandstone. On a side note, I love the new sandstone textures, by the way. I really do. Oh, are we getting up to some spoilers, I think, or the moment that you've all been waiting for? I know I've been sort of hyping that up a little bit, but let's just say I fuck up once again. Forgive my language. You see that the creeper there has sort of, like, cessed itself in that little pool, and I'm thinking, why is it dipping its head down? I know, I'll go say hello, and I die. Again! And since that I couldn't sleep in my bed due to it being daytime, I blow up again, and now I'm walking around endlessly with the same old chest and everything. And I'm unable to get my bearings for a little bit, but it turns out all good in the end, trust me. This is the part where I cut. We'll be cutting here, because I figured it'd be more sensible and professional to not show you me wandering around for a while. So, this is me again, back in the cavern. I've got all my stuff back. I've managed to reorganize myself. I'm safe. I had to set myself to peaceful, because I figured, why should I have myself die again whilst recording? Maybe if it was a non-Let's Play world, I would just go through in normal or easy mode, or whatever difficulty setting I have it as. But for the Let's Play purpose, I figured, really, the stuff that matters is on camera, and if I screw something up off camera, then I won't be able to fix it. Like, if the creeper was to blow up, if I was to play the Let's Play world and prepare myself to start recording, and let's say, I don't know, a creeper blows up at the very beginning of the recording, I can't fix that. So people, you know, and as much as I like that comedy aspect of having, like, me dying by a bunch of creepers, I don't want to do it all the time. You know, I actually want to try and get somewhere. We are planning to get to the end after all, if I can, which will be my first time going in it, because really, I never bothered with the end before, because it was too painstaking for me. Or the worlds I got didn't harbour any Endermen, so it would take me forever to get eyes, it would take me forever to get blaze rods, because I'd never find another stronghold. I think, yes, one thing I will quote from the live recording that died was, that I was like, oh, look, my old house, which we managed to find really close by. I had to cut really quick here because of the ending of the episodes, and we're getting really, really short on time, so thank you very, very much for watching. Live recording next episode, I'll see you again, and goodbye!